Have you ever noticed that the modern world is very much obsessed with the labels? If you try to learn two different things at once, if you try to connect history to coding or biology to business, people immediately stop you. They tell you to stay in your lane. They tell you to focus. But what if the lane is not for you? What if the system's hatred of polymaths is actually a defensive mechanism and not a critic of your ability? We are taught that curiosity is a distraction, but I am telling you that in this century, being a polymath is not a weakness, it's the ultimate form of intellectual sovereignty. But the system doesn't like sovereign minds. System needs cogs. Think about how the global education system is built. It was designed in the industrial age to produce narrow specialists to staff assembly lines. You were literally taught to be an expert in one thing so you could be a predictable, interchangeable part of a larger machinery. This is why we have a global education system or various education systems that treats the jack of all trades as a failure. When you try to bridge gaps between disciplines, you become unpredictable. You start asking why instead of just how. And to a bureaucracy, an unpredictable thinker is a threat. They penalize you not because you lack talent but because you lack docility. You see this in the job market. Yeah, majorly in job market. You get career stagnation because you don't fit into the predictable box, predictable script of the job description. You get social friction because your friends and your family don't understand why you can't just be doctor or an engineer or a scientist and stop there. They want you to specialize, to simplify yourself so they can categorize you. They want to make you small enough to fit into the box they have built for you. But here is the reality. We don't live in a factory setting anymore. We live in a complex hyper-networked world where the biggest value is generated by the people who can synthesize chaos, not by people who sit at the bottom of a deep, narrow hole of specialization. Being a polymath means you can see connections that specialists are blind to. It's your greatest competitive advantage as well. The system penalizes you because you are hard to categorize, hard to control, and most importantly, impossible to predict. And that's good. So, don't ask for permission to be interested in multiple things. Don't feel guilty for having a mind that doesn't want to stay in a lane. The future doesn't belong to the people who are best at doing exactly what they are told. Future belongs to the polymaths who know how to synthesize the chaos and build their own path. So stop apologizing for your curiosity and start treating your wide ranging interests as the intellectual weapon they actually are.